All right, happy Saturday, everybody. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving, a great Black Friday, and now a great Saturday. So I have some interesting stories for you here in the state of Texas. An update on the DoorDash shooting in Mesquite. Somebody has been arrested, thankfully, after a month-long process. The guy's finally been arrested, taken into custody. What else do we have for you today? A parking lot scam in Houston. Parking lot employees at a stadium, an arena or something, we'll find out more, but scammed 7,000 customers, putting money into their pockets instead of the parking lot company's pockets. So we'll get into that. 51 illegal aliens arrested by an illegal alien arrested for smuggling 51 illegal aliens. Crazy story right there. A chicken rooster cockfight bust on Thanksgiving Day, 25 arrested. So we'll get into that. And if I do run into some audio issues, I've been having some problems and trying to fix that, I will go ahead and read the stories for you. So let's jump into it.
An arrest affidavit is revealing new details about the teen accused of shooting a delivery driver.
Davian Sockwell was arrested yesterday afternoon. He's accused of shooting Manuel Gonzalez multiple times last month after Gonzalez delivered food to his home. Gonzalez survived. Fox 4's Peyton Yeager has more from police tonight. Peyton?
Steve, Mesquite police tell me that over the last month, they have interviewed the delivery driver multiple times and also interviewed the witnesses who were at that home that October evening. Police say their stories did not line up. Police went on to say that evidence that they have gathered over the last month led them to the teenager's home Monday afternoon.
I don't know if y'all can see this. Girl, I'm shaking so bad I don't even know what to do. Look at this mess. This is ridiculous, y'all.
Mesquite SWAT forcing their way inside a home Monday afternoon with their guns drawn. Officers took 17-year-old LaDavion Sockwell in the blue shorts into custody. The teenager seen handcuffed on his front lawn before being booked and charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Mesquite police say Sockwell shot a DoorDash delivery driver multiple times last month. Tuesday, Fox 4 obtained an arrest affidavit detailing the conflicting narratives from the night of October 27th. 29-year-old DoorDash driver and father of three, Manuel Gonzalez, told investigators when he arrived on Birch Bend to drop off the food, a woman and a juvenile were waiting on the sidewalk and would not provide the required PIN code needed to confirm the delivery. An argument took place, which Gonzalez explained to Fox 4 last Friday.
They giving me the wrong PIN twice. And they tried to get the food from my hand.
Gonzalez said two men then came outside and were walking towards the street. One, he says, had shoulder-length hair and was holding a gun. So Gonzalez retrieved his gun from inside his vehicle. Gonzalez told investigators he remained behind the door with his gun down by his legs. As soon as he stepped out, the suspect with the braids started shooting at him. Gonzalez said he fired his gun once before he was shot in the arm. Investigators later learned while processing the scene, his gun malfunctioned. Officers spoke with Sockwell on scene that same night. He told police he was there visiting his aunt, and an unknown male started shooting at the delivery driver, and he ran back inside for safety. However, investigators went back and pulled 911 calls from that night. Police say Sockwell told the operator, quote, he pulled a gun. When he pulled the gun out, he started shooting and got shot. Self-defense. He shot at us and we shot back. Mesquite PD believes, based on Gonzalez's account and Sockwell's statement on the 911 call, Sockwell was the one who opened fire. Police say Sockwell lived with his mother at the Mesquite home where he was arrested. We stopped by that home this afternoon and it seemed empty. Police tell me Sockwell will be transferred to the Dallas County Jail sometime this week. Steve?
Whew, thank goodness. Finally, I know some people were concerned about this in the last live stream. People were wondering what is taking so long, why has not been an arrest, but now looks like we have a clearer picture of what happened that night. Shout out to the DoorDash driver for carrying. Okay. Thank you, Regina. Shout out to West Virginia Wire. But anyway, let's thank goodness that there has been arrest. And this DoorDash driver was prepared. Unfortunately, his gun malfunctioned, but he seemed to be prepared. And in case a situation like this happens, because you never know what's going to pop off when you go to somebody's house, especially out in Mesquite, which is not a very safe place from my understanding. Moderate you. 21. Okay. But thank goodness that he's okay now. He didn't die in this situation. And that they haven't arrested. The scumbag has been transferred to a jail and will get some time, do some time, it looks like. But there's an update on that story. And I want to move on to the next one. A parking lot scam in Houston. A parking lot scam happened in Houston. These employees,
tonight they thought they were paying to park.
These employees were scamming customers out of their parking lot fee. Let's check it out.
Tonight they thought they were paying to park at NRG Stadium.
But police say the money was really going into the parking attendants' pockets. Now one person is under arrest and warrants are issued for 2 others.
ABC 13's Luke Jones is live at NRG Stadium. And Luke, the alleged scheme went on for a while.
Yeah, for a little more than a year, Eric, and here's how it all worked, according to investigators. So the parking lot attendants were taking credit card payments, but instead of using NRG's credit card device, they were swiping them on their own, and the money was going into their pockets. Now, it all came to a head back in March when police set up a sting operation, and they say they caught one of those attendants red-handed. If you pulled up to the gates of NRG Park in the last year, chances are you may have been greeted by a man with 4 felony convictions, including 2 for robbery and 1 for credit card abuse. Reginald Smith's criminal past detailed in this DPS report. He served his time, then got a job as a parking lot attendant at NRG Park, police say. It's there they claim he and 2 other parking attendants used their positions to defraud thousands of NRG visitors. Police say the attendants would present them with a square payment device. And with 4
I want to look at his record again.
Felony convictions, including 2 for robbery and 1 for credit card abuse. Reginald Smith's criminal past detailed in this DPS report. He served his time, then got a job as a parking lot attendant at NRG Park, police say. It's there they claim he and 2 other parking attendants used their positions to defraud thousands of NRG visitors. Police say the attendants would present them with a square payment device.
I mean, I wouldn't hire this guy with that kind of record, especially when you're dealing with credit card payments and such. Then you hire this guy to work in a parking lot where you take credit card payments.
Pay for parking. Little did they know, investigators say, the money was actually going to the parking attendants who'd set up Square accounts with names like NRG Parking and NRG2. From December 2024 to March 2025, police say Reginald Smith collected over 1,000 payments, totaling almost $26,000. March 19th, investigators say they set up a sting and caught Smith in the act. Smith, they say, led them to 2 other parking attendants, Vincent Ward and Taylor Miller, whose booking photos haven't been taken yet since they're still at large. Police say Miller racked up $58,000 in fraudulent charges over a 7-month period. Ward's transactions, they say, totaled a whopping $126,000. Together, all 3 attendants scammed more than 7,000 customers, police say. The problem's apparent to NRG Park as early as August 2024, according to this charging document, when a Texans fan who paid $50 to park was turned away and told the lot he was charged to park in was actually all prepaid parking. NRG Park declined to comment on specifics, but these tips for parking at NRG Park. Confirm the posted parking price before paying. Scan the QR code on the sides. And they caution that actual NRG parking receipts will contain unique identifiers. Luke Jones, ABC 13, Eyewitness News.
Man, those guys were getting paid. off of that little parking lot scam. I mean, yeah, you're scamming the customer and the company, because as a customer, you need some kind of documentation, some kind of proof that you have, a receipt or a barcode, whatever it is, that you parked in the spot. And it's unfortunate people got turned away at this event they were attending because these scumbags were making thousands and thousands of dollars off of them doing it. I bet they loved going to work. I bet they really enjoyed doing their jobs because they knew how much they were going to get paid. I mean, one guy made upwards of $125,000 plus, another one $58,000, and that's more than some people make in a year. And you're going to work, they're probably making $15 an hour, if that, working in a parking lot. And nothing against that, but I'm just saying you're making so much more with this scam. But these things always catch up to you, and I'm glad they got caught, because it's not fair to the people who were trying to have a good time. All right, now an illegal alien. Thank you everybody for tuning in, by the way. An illegal alien arrested for smuggling 51 illegal aliens in refrigerated produce trailer. This is from Laredo, Texas. A 50-year-old Honduran national has been charged with smuggling more than 4 dozen people in a refrigerated tractor trailer, announced U.S. Attorney Nicholas Gange. Grabian Alexis Pino Dante is set to make his initial appearance before U.S. Magistrate Judge Diana Song. Man, these people have some strange names. The judge, the suspect, everybody. November 25th at 9:30 a.m. On November 22nd, he allegedly drove a refrigerated tractor trailer to the border checkpoint near Freer, where authorities noticed his nervous behavior. The charges allege a canine alerted to the presence of humans and narcotics at the rear doors. A secondary inspection, law enforcement discovered the temperature inside the trailer was 55 degrees and held numerous boxes of produce, according to the complaint. They also allegedly observed the silhouette of a person through a plywood compartment under the boxes. The charges allege a subsequent search revealed 51 illegal aliens, including 2 juveniles, concealed in the cramped, hidden compartment. Many of the individuals did not have jackets or means to stay warm, and complained a number of cramped limbs due to the tight space, according to the complaint. The compartment was a small and allegedly allowed only one person to exit at a time. Each produce box weighed approximately 30 to 40 pounds, preventing anyone from escaping, according to the complaint. If convicted, he faces up to 10 years in federal prison, as well as a $250,000 maximum fine. ICE, Homeland Security Investigations, conducted the investigation with assistance of Border Patrol, Assistant U.S. Attorney Andrew P. Hakala Finch, in prosecuting the case. This case is part of Operation Take Back America, a nationwide initiative that marshals the full resources of the Department of Justice to repeal the invasion of illegal immigration, achieve the total elimination of cartels and transnational organizations, and protect our communities from the perpetrators of violent crime. Yes, we want to rid this place of violent crime and people coming to the country illegally, all sorts of crime, illegally or illegally. Here in the country, legally or not, we want to crack down on crime and make our community safer. And thank goodness this guy was caught, because who knows how many more he would have tried to smuggle into the country. All right, now off to this chicken Thanksgiving cockfighting situation that happened. I'll talk about this, and then we'll go to what do I have for you next. Road rage shooting. People pulling out guns on the roads, acting crazy, acting a fool. All right, 25 arrested as deputies bust major Thanksgiving cockfighting ring in Alvarado. And if you remember that ICE, the crazy situation in the ICE facility down in Alvarado, the people on the East Coast, Washington, D.C., New York City, those news reporters did not know how to say Alvarado. They kept calling Alvarado. So that's how you know they're not from Texas. 25 people were taken into custody after Johnson County deputies disrupted a large suspected cockfighting operation in Alvarado. So I'm going to skip this brief and just give you the whole story here. 25 arrested from animal cruelty call. Deputies responded around 11 a.m. to report of possible animal cruelty and illegal cockfighting on Deborah Drive. Excuse me. According to the Johnson County Sheriff's Office, when deputies arrived, a large group of people attempted to flee but were quickly detained. Cockfighting is a violation of Texas Penal Code 42105. 3 juveniles were also found at the scene. They were released to responsible family members who were not present during the incident, the sheriff's office said. More than 60 roosters were recovered from the property, including 2 with serious injuries. Nature's Eagle Wildlife Rehabilitation assisted with emergency care for the animals. Cockfighting scene secured. The Texas Department of Public Safety and Texas Game Wardens helped deputies secure the scene and apprehend suspects. The sheriff's office shared an image of a trophy that was reportedly intended to be awarded during the event. Officials said it has been placed in the agency's property room as evidence pending trial. As you can see here, there's a trophy with roosters on it. Supposed to be awarded to the winner, and it was recovered. Authorities encourage residents to continue assisting law enforcement by calling the Sheriff's Communications Divisions or Johnson County Crime Stoppers. Now, I know cockfighting is a big deal in other countries like Mexico, and I was watching some videos about this before I started this. This is from Julian. I drive past the house when I clean pools, and they have tons of roosters in cages in the backyard. I wonder if there's any cockfighting going on there. Yeah, so in Mexico, I know it's a big deal. People make a lot of money off of this, and it's it creates a lot of jobs in Mexico. And like I said, it's a big deal. It's a lot of it going on in the Philippines and other countries. Do I agree with it? Well, would I be a hypocrite if I said, "Oh, this is wrong," but then I'm eating chicken and I love fried chicken, and I just don't know how to, it's wrong. It's illegal in certain places, but if I'm condemning it, how do I look if I'm eating chicken all the time? So I don't know. Let me know what you think about that in the comments. But it is illegal here in the state of Texas. And it's sad to see when you see these roosters with, I know in Mexico, I saw they put little knives on their feet. And I saw a video and they were getting all bloody and then they died. It was a draw. And then they died right after that. So it's pretty sad to watch. I personally don't want to see that. Yeah. So let me know what you think about that. All right, let's move on to some road rage. And if I'm talking about something else, feel free to comment on a previous story. I always respond the best way I can if I see it. But road rage, a woman arrested in Lake Worth for road rage shooting. I have 2 road rage stories for you. Look, the roads are scary. People are nuts.
Lake Worth police arrested a 20-year-old for a road rage shooting.
So police say Mia Dominguez fired at a woman scene, showed damage to the victim's vehicle. Fox 4's David Sintendry spoke to police about the moments before that shooting.
Yeah, well, police say a woman honked her horn at a woman who cut her off, and then the woman who reportedly cut her off shot at her. Coincidentally, the victim has her own dash camera in her car that was rolling at the time. A Fort Worth woman now faces a charge of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon for an alleged road rage.
Think anybody expects for this to happen when they're driving home?
Lake Worth police say a 58-year-old woman honked her horn at 20-year-old Mia Dominguez after Dominguez cut the woman off.
And from that, the suspect became pretty aggressive in her driving behavior.
Police say Dominguez pulled up next to the woman at a shopping center and fired at least 1 shot.
Like leaning out of the car.
Leaning out of the car.
Yeah, leaning out of the car.
Striking the rear of the vehicle.
Every person that operates a vehicle has a family, and you run the risk anytime that a firearm's discharged that it's going to strike somebody. And
police say the victim's dash camera was rolling at the time of the shooting and shows everything. But it did release a screenshot appearing to show the shooting. It's also providing evidence photos showing damage.
The important thing to remember is that everybody's trying to get home safely, and so a little patience goes a very, very long way.
Investigators say video surveillance and the assistance of Fort Worth's Real-Time Crime Center identified Dominguez as the suspect. She was arrested Saturday.
If you pull a gun out and you discharge it in the direction of a vehicle, it could strike anybody.
Now, records show Dominguez posted a $25,000 bond and got out of jail. She has no criminal history, according to a record search that we did tonight. I did contact a listed phone number for her. A family member answered, but we do not have any sort of official statement on her behalf. Steve and Heather, send it back to y'all.
All right, Davidson.
You know, she looked pretty hefty, so I wonder if she was upset because she couldn't get to McDonald's on time. These people always get out of jail. No matter what the bail is, it seems like these people always get bailed out for some reason. I just noticed that. It could be a $500,000 bill. I know you have to pay 10%. It's my understanding. And it's always read, oh, they got out the next day or something, or they were bonded out. I don't know where they get this money from. All right, road rage leads to shooting outside of Burleson Whataburger. Another road rage incident.
Burleson police say a case of road rage led to a shooting in a Whataburger parking lot, and investigators say the shooter had 2 small children in the car. Fox 4's Dion Anglin joins us with the latest on this investigation. Dion.
Hi there, Peyton. That's right. The man who was shot basically has been released from the hospital, according to police, but they also say it started with road rage here on Wilshire Boulevard.
We had a road rage incident on northbound Wilshire Boulevard.
Sunday, around 6 p.m., police say that road rage feud between 2 drivers came to a head here in this Whataburger restaurant parking lot in Burleson. It ended with gunfire.
One individual pulled a gun and shot the other person in the stomach. The person that pulled the trigger got back into their vehicle, moved to an adjacent parking lot, and contacted 911 and waited for officers to arrive on scene.
Investigators have made no arrests in the case as of Monday afternoon. They are working to determine what prompted the traffic rage to begin with and exactly what led up to the shooting. Evidence will include surveillance video and witness statements. While neither of the 2 men's identity has been released, police say the man who fired the gun and shot the other had 2 small children in his vehicle. As he left the shooting scene to call police, the injured man, police say, went inside the restaurant to get help calling an ambulance.
I think the best thing that we can do is try to put together a timetable, understand what the incident was, why it occurred, and then whether or not that person is justified, that'll be determined by the district attorney's office.
Burleson police offer a message for motorists. They say no matter how upset you get, no road rage incident should end in violence.
We're always going to ask people that in an incident where you are in a highly stressed situation, take time, move away, distance yourself from the situation, take time to breathe. If somebody is being the aggressor against you, contact 911.
Attorney here in Johnson County will determine, after weighing the evidence, whether criminal charges. Latest live here in Burleson. Peyton, back to you.
Crazy stuff. Be careful on those roads. People are crazy as hell. I don't blow the horn anymore because people act a fool. They pull out guns, as you see 2 situations here. And I see more stories like this. People acting crazy. There are things I don't do. I don't text and drive. I don't flip people off. I don't blow the horn at anybody because I don't know what is on the other side of that wheel. Or then on that car, in the vehicle in front of me or behind me, whatever it is inside of me. Let's try to steer. Julian says, I am a horn honker. Well, you better be careful because you might be on one of these live streams next. Just be careful. So, yeah, don't do that. Also, stop texting and driving. Dangerous out there. But I have one more thing for you before we close out here and call this a day. 10. He's laughing. All right, so let's go to this next story. Final story. I found this as I was putting this together. 10 best place to live in Texas, the top ranked suburbs, cities according to experts. Texas continues to attract new residents seeking lower taxes and more affordable cost of living. You might be attracting too many Muslims as well. While the major cities remain economic hubs, real estate experts at travellandleisure.com said many of the state's most appealing places to live are suburbs and smaller cities that offer strong schools, abundant green spaces, and growing job markets. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. So Julian says he is watching this live and driving about to eat. So you're driving, watching a live stream, and about to eat, and you're also messaging me or putting comments on this live stream. Just pull over, please, sir. I don't want to have to make a report about a young man getting into an accident while watching Mixed Texan Report live stream. That would be tragic. Austin area. Pflugerville, known as the trail capital of Texas, Pflugerville, about 20 miles northeast of Austin, boasts of more than 56 trails. Now, I don't know if I should be sharing this. I don't know if I should be sharing this information because I don't want the wrong type of people. I want a bunch of leftist lunatics moving to these towns. So if you're somewhere in California or if you're in New York City with Mondami, stay over there. Round Rock has earned the title of Sports Capital of Texas thanks to its array of youth amateur sporting venues such as Dell Diamond and the expansive Round Rock multi-purpose complex. Let's see, Central Texas, San Antonio. I don't know how you feel about it. I've only been there a couple. Okay, he's not driving yet. Julian said he's not driving. Thank you. Don't drive and watch this at the same time. All right. Dallas-Fort Worth area. Fort Worth now the fourth largest city in Texas. Fort Worth continues to grow while maintaining a small Texas charm. Frisco, north of Dallas, Frisco has rapidly transformed into one of the state's fastest growing and most amenity-rich suburbs. Home to the Toyota Stadium, PGA Frisco, and future Universal Kids Resort. The city offers highly ranked schools, booming job market, and housing options ranging from townhomes to luxury golf course properties. Yes, Frisco does offer a lot of that, a lot of diversified housing options. But what I live there, no, it's too busy over there now. Frisco's gotten too busy. It's boomed too much. I prefer to be around less people and less traffic. Plano, 20 miles north of Dallas, Plano features a strong local job market, meaning many residents work in the Frisco suburb rather than commuting downtown. All right. Nicknamed the hot air balloon capital of Texas due to its annual Plano Balloon Festival, Plano offers top-rated schools, access to Dallas rapid transportation, abundant parks, and a variety of housing. Now, I want to talk about the balloon, hot air balloon, Dallas. Same time. Explain. Anyway, hot air balloons. I was somewhat interested in that and thought it would be fun, but as soon as I pull up some videos, I see 3 stories about hot air balloons crashing into power lines. And I don't know. It just not. I think I've changed them. I don't want to even take that chance, even though it looks fun. I'm not going to take the chance of being 1,500 feet into the air, floating on a balloon. All right, Flower Mound, located between Dallas and Fort Worth. Flower Mound ranks among the safest cities in Texas. Yes, Flower Mound is very safe and offers easy access to major highways and Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. The suburb appeals to a broad range of buyers through communities like Lakeside, DFW, Riverwalk, Wellington, and Brittlewood, offering everything from townhomes to multi-million-dollar estates. Flower Mound is very nice. Houston area, Sugarland. Southwest of Houston, Sugarland offers more space for commuters and families while maintaining close proximity to the city's many job opportunities. The Woodlands, now this is apparently a really nice area. I haven't been there, but I've heard of the Woodlands. One of the most well-known master plan communities in the country. The Woodlands sits north of Houston and features more than 200 miles of trails, 150 parks, and dozens of pools. Shopping hubs like Market Street, a diverse dining scene, and employers such as ExxonMobil and Chevron Phillips have helped attract young families, young professionals, and retirees seeking an amenity-rich suburb with abundant green space. In South Texas, they have McAllen. But here's a full list, and I don't want to share that with any leftists. But I'm going to leave that right there. That's everything I have for you today. Houston has not been in the live stream as much lately. There's always something going on in Houston. I have one story for you today, but a lot of it's out of DFW right now. So, yeah, I will see you next weekend, next Saturday. Thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, go back and play this. I'm so glad the audio is working on every video that I played. But yeah, thanks everybody, and have a great Saturday. Julian, don't text and drive.